So I need warm color to have white, yellow, and red color. I don't say orange. If you don't have it, doesn't matter, because yellow and red can make orange. You see this transition, very nice transition. So we can mix our yellow with red and reach the orange color if you don't have orange. So start with white color. Yellow, a little bit more, even more. It's a start from white and then switch yellow, orange, red. And then when I move here, I see under my grasses is a little bit dark. So it's not really reddish like that. I prefer to use black color to let my red color move toward darkness. So a little bit black would be fine to have. So pure red color, sorry, white color. I start here. Try to draw some circle shape. And most of the time I prefer to use heavy paint. I love to have acrylic painting with so heavy paint and texture on top. Because of that, I go with lots of pure paint. And then I move on with my light yellow color that I mix with white. Just around my white, I try to cover it. And you see, you can see the stroke that I make on top. I go more. In between, I will bring some darker yellow. Darker yellow, I mean pure yellow. You can use tip of your brush this time because I want to make the line around it. Very gently, I make some line around. And then move on with, even you can back to your yellowy white, the lighter tone. And then the warm or pure yellow. Clean your brush. Then you can take your orange color and cover around your sun with orange, even if it's so light, because I see here a little bit lighter. So I take my white color, just a tiny bit, I mix with my orange because of this part. Here should be light. And very gently I cover around my sun like a circle. Sometimes it's happened that there is a little bit, you see, it's like cut from yellow to the orange. The line create. So I can clean my brush back to yellow. I can move on with yellow to let it a little bit fade into each other. Because orange is so powerful and can change everything so fast. Even you can again back to pure, mixture of your white and yellow, bring it more here if you like. And we help the orange a little bit deep down. When I want to make texture on top of my painting, I use very less pressure on my brush. Actually, sometimes my hand get pain. I use very less. Making just a bit dark. I know hooker green is already dark, but for some part it needs more darker color. So I take my hooker green. We already have black. And for making light or green color, we can use again the yellow color, or you can use another light green that you have. But I go with the yellow. Mix with the black, you can make it darker tone. Already this is the pure hooker green. And then for the lighter tone, we need take some green. If you don't have light tone green color, you can mix by yellow into your green color and make it lighter value. It depends how much light you want to be. You can mix with lots of yellow and make it so light your green color, but you know that yellow make your color really warm. Your green, it's moved toward warm color. If you want to have light and a little bit cool, you can mix with just a tiny bit white as well. Take your flat brush like this from side, and then we use the tip of brush to move like that. The thickness is totally depend on you. You can make it a little bit thick. In some part, use the side of your brush. So use my flat brush. I try my grass be a little bit curved, not really straight. And like this. One toward this way, the other different angle. It's nice to bring. Even if you see that your brush is not easily move on top of your background, just a bit, very less water can make your paint easily move. Just a tiny bit water you mix with the paint, and then it's so helpful to let it move your brush very easily and fast, like that. I try to add a little bit thickness on the bottom part and then more narrow on the top part. After that, you finish with the dark tone. You can add a little bit light tone with this light green color on top. Come from one part and then bring it up. Just some of them, not all. And even if you like, you can make a heavy paint on. So I start with dark tone. You can switch to smaller brush, doesn't matter flat or round, just the smaller one because the flower is small. And take a pure dark tone, a little bit heavy. So I start with here. I try to add a circle here. I know my green colors is still wet because I use a lots of heavy paint on top. It takes more time. If yours is similar to mine, you need to take more heavy paint and then very gently with less pressure on your hand, try to help your paint sit on your surface. And you see the texture is create. The second heavy paint, I go on top and make another, not completely circle. I try to make a little bit, some angle. And it's better not all of them be in the same size. You can go in different size, make it a little bigger or smaller. After you make some of them, then switch to your smaller round brush. Take some lighter tone and try to cover around your flower like that. Not everywhere because the center should be completely dark. From top part, I try to make a little light color. Even if yours is like mine, a very heavy paint, it really takes time to get dry, so very gently bring the light color on. And I would like to use my pure white color just to have one movement here. Make sure not to disappear all the darkness. We need to keep those. There is one point if you work with a texture like me, like that. You see here, all these flowers are so heavy and they make by texture, so it takes really time to get dry, I know, but when you want to work with three different values and you want to have the white color as a shine on top, you need to take heavy paint like this and very gently without any pressure help it sit on your purple color and mix with it. It's sometimes they really lovely to mix with each other, but with less pressure, very less pressure. If you add a pressure, you will lift up all your paint that you make for your flower.